Hello everyone and welcome to this final winter meeting today. So as you see, okay. So maybe you can just give me a thumb up if you can hear me right now. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So let's start again from the beginning. Yeah. Hello everyone, and very glad that many of you have joined this final winter meeting. And I would suggest that I will just prepare my small tea, have a cup of tea, and then afterwards you will see what's going to happen. Yes, so the reason to meet up today, one of them is just to have a short roundup about what actually has been done this year and where we maybe also will go in the future, which means in the next year. So in this month, for example, as you have realized, I have quite some partners and some people that I work together with, and they have started publishing quite a lot of videos from me in the different interviews. And throughout this complete year, there are plenty of different podcasts and plenty of different interviews and a lot of different talks and insights into what is it actually that here from the monastery we would like to share with you. And because I absolutely think that meanwhile you have so much theoretical knowledge and theoretical guidelines out on the internet already. For sure, in the next year, 2022, I really think that you should have enough time until now to make up your mind if this way of what we are trying to present to you since the last 10 years, if this is something that you would like to follow up more on. Yes. So what is available right now for the new ones that maybe don't know what is the Shaolin Temple Europe and who am I? You will find many videos already published where everything that at the moment needs to be said has been said already. So just look at all the training videos, also do the training. You find them all on the Shi Heng online YouTube channel. There you find a lot of practical videos where it's not so much about just listening about the philosophy and the theory, but it's about joining in and do the training like I showed you before. Because if you have followed for 1 year already right now, or maybe even longer time, there is a certain standard. There is a certain ability and maybe also a certain physical vitality that you should have been able to reach until right now if you really follow up on all the videos. And therefore, in the last time, there was not so much practical training anymore. But after I finish my cup of tea, this is going to change for today. So already right now, prepare yourself. to have some small training session, and I will introduce you now to another step of what all the exercises, all the practices that we did until now, what do you use it for afterwards? Almost in every martial arts system, but also in the Qigong systems that you find nowadays, in quite a lot of them, what you always find in the very, very beginning is the practice of learning to stand still. So in the martial art practices, this means you have standing practices, different postures, like the Mabu, the horse stance, the Gongbu, the bow and arrow stance, the Bugu, the crouching stance, yeah, the cross stance. You have many different positions, and every system has different postures that are being trained. But you cannot just remain in one posture all of the time. And this is why one of the next steps after learning the postures, becoming strong in the postures, and being stable and balanced in all of these postures, the next step is to combine them. To combine them means that we are starting to slowly approach something that we call it's a taolu, or it's a form. And what we are going to do today is the first basic form in the Shaolin Temple. It's called Wu Wu Chuan, the 5 stances form, or the 5 stances exercises. So I would suggest get your jacket, or open the windows, or search for some space, and then we will meet outside in just about 2 minutes. So see you soon, and enough talking for right now. So see you outside. Good. Feet together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. In. And inhale all the way up. Stretch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, deep breath. Take a deep breath. Inhale as much as you can. And exhale. Take a deep breath. Calm the breath. Inhale as much as you can. Stretch the arms upwards. And exhale. And 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, then from here, step out. Arms here to the front. In. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stretch the body. 7. 8. 9. 'And other direction. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, so my disciple just decided he just takes over the training and does stuff with you to wake up your neighbor, but that's okay. So let's continue. Okay. Good. Hands behind the head, right knee, right elbow, left knee, left elbow. Okay, keep the spine straight and right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, good. Hand to the front. Hand fist. Squeeze the fist. Squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Exhale. And deep inhale. In. One more time. Inhale. Okay. Let's just go into 4 stance. Arms up from here to the left side. Walk back to the center. Inhale. 2. Back to the center. Inhale. Out. Back to the center. Yeah, here in this position, the feet are facing to the front. Then exhale and go into bow and arrow stance. The back leg, the knee is straight. The foot shows like 45 degrees to the front. Yeah. And inhale back to the center. And out. And inhale center. And out. Inhale to the center. And out. And inhale back to the center. Exhale, Gongbu. Okay, now back center. And relax a moment. Good. So this was just the introduction. And now we try the same movement, but synchronize it with the breath a little bit more quick, a little bit more dynamic. So let's go together. Yeah, let's go harder now. Yeah. Inhale. And center. That's 1. Left, go. Center. And right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Go. Center. And out. Center. 1. Center. 2. Center. 3. Center. 4. Center. 5. Center. 6. Center. To the front. Go. And center. And go. Back to the center. Relax. Next position. Left foot out. Left foot out. Here, the right leg. Lean down. Then from here, inhale. Out. In. Out. 1. Go.
2. Inhale, heel up already, then sink. In, heel up, sink. Inhale, exhale. In and go. And inhale. Go down. Down, sit down. Down, sit down. Now keep the power in the legs. And inhale. Left heel up. Sink. Inhale. Right heel up. And go. And center. And go. Inhale. Go. Inhale. And go. And inhale. And go. And inhale back to the center. And relax. Arms. Now warm up the elbows. Warm up your elbows, relax. Shoulder. Rotate backwards. Roll backwards. Arms, elbows, let them hang. Then both arms. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Open the chest. Okay. Then Shi Heng from here. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. 1. 2. 3. 4. Go. 5. Go. 6. Go. 7. Inhale. Step behind the foot and sink. Keep the power in the legs. Don't drop down. Don't drop down. Keep the power up. In and go. In. Go. In. Go. In. And 1. Go. 2. Go. 3. Go. 4. Go. 5. Go. 6. Go. 7. Go. 8. Go. Back to the center. 3 times breathe. 3 times breathe. This cross stance at the moment, we just did it step by step, but now we start to change it a little bit into more dynamic way of practicing this one, and also practicing at the same time your sense for your balance. So therefore, position, left hand 1, left foot turn, 1 more, and then go down. Feet don't move, just open up, right hand in, out. Turn up, in, go. 1 movement. So inhale, out, in, out, in, out, in, go, 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 inhale, punch, inhale, go, in, go, in, go, in, go, in, go, in, go, and in, go. 3 more times, in, go, and harder, in, go, and in, and go. Back to the center. 3 times, regulate the breath. Breathe, just take your time, breathe. Yes, always when the breathing exercise comes, this is the moment when you take yourself some time and regulate the breath, which means calm yourself down again, calm the breath down, calm the heart rate down.
Yeah, recover as quick as you can inside this short period, because this was still just a warm up. So we continue getting the body a little bit more warm.
Oh, yes. From here, right hand, front, grab, shift the weight on the left leg. Just kiss punch knee up. Down, grab, punch. Down, shift the weight, punch. Down, shift the weight, up. Left knee, right fist, then foot down, shift the weight, turn, grab, punch. Right knee, left fist, down, shift. 1, grab, 2, down, grab, 3, down, grab, 4. And now together with the breath, inhale, out, in, out, in, out, inhale, grab, in, go, in, go, in, go, in, go, in, go, in, go. Knee to the front, close groin, protect the knee, and inhale, go, inhale, go, inhale, go, and in, go. 3 more times, inhale, go, inhale, go. 1 more time, inhale, go. Relax, breathe. Now special push-ups. Go push-up position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, breathe. Inhale. Continue, breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, then feet together. Good. So now that we're a little bit more warm, let's slowly go together the first few movements of the Wubu Chuan, the first Shaolin form, the 5 stanzas form. We go slowly, front side, back side, and then afterwards, you will just try as good as you can to repeat the movements. All right. Feet stay together. Inhale, open the arms in. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Inhale, open the elbows. Exhale, sink. Left leg, take a step out. Hey. Look to the left, both fists here on the chambers, pull the elbows back. Yeah, elbows close, drop the shoulders. Look to the left. Then right leg, move first a little bit to the inside. 1, 1, 2. Yeah, the left knee is up. Right palm in front of the right shoulder, the front foot. Yeah. Straighten the foot, protect the knee. Then from here, left leg out and Pubu. Right fist still here on the chamber. Then from here, stand up, Mabu, grab, and go. Gongbu. Back to the middle. Yes, let's repeat again this section. So, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale. And hey. Get ready. To the left. 1, step center. Up. 2. Then mabu gongbu. Up, grab, go. And back to the center. Okay, one more time. Inhale, open the arms to the side. Inhale, inhale, inhale in. Then out and in front of the heart. Then inhale and lift the elbows. Exhale, drop. Now, hey, ready? Your elbows, pull them together behind. Close, yes, pull, but drop the shoulder. Yeah, close the fist correctly. So now for the leg lifts up, your right foot just goes like 10, 15 centimeters to the center. You stop right down, yeah, stomp, and then the knee go up. The left palm is in front of the right shoulder. Pull back the right fist. Look to the left. Right leg is straight. Yeah, make the right leg straight. And now from here, the left palm, yeah, is a slicing palm. Slice, cut, and go down, pubu. Here, right elbow, right fist, pull more in, stretch the body. More, yes. From this position, you slowly stand up, mabu. And now from the mabu, you switch into gongbu, go. Okay, and back to the center. And again. So, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale. Get ready in the mind. And hey. Then 1. Left palm to right shoulder. 2. Mabu. Yeah, left palm, grab, pull back, punch. Okay, and together again. Feet together. Then let's continue. Next movement. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Okay. 1. 2. 3. So now from here, next position, yeah. Look, the front leg, your front leg. Turn out. On the front foot, turn it out a little bit. Then now, right kick, left punch. Yeah. I like this exercise we did before. Then right leg, drop down and mapu punch. And feet together. Slow. And on the side. Just right from the beginning again. This. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, elbow up. Drop. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Mabu, go. 6. Inhale. And exhale. Lift the elbows. Drop. Ready in the mind. And hey. Look to the left. And 1. Slice. 2. Mabu Kung Fu. 3. And lift me up, kick, punch. 4. Keep the balance. And drop to Mabu. Go. And close. Think. One more time. Slow. A little bit more slow. So that's slow. Okay. Feet together. Inhale, open, breathe in as much as you can. Inhale, fill up everything. In. Hands together. Then start exhale in front of the chest. Then inhale again, lift the elbows. Exhale, drop down in front of the navel. Get ready in the mind. And 1. Elbows pull back. Close the fists. Yeah, keep tension. Pull them really back. Now pull back. So before you lift up the knee, first the right foot, yeah, goes 20 centimeters to the center, stomp down, and from the stomp you take it up. You take it up in the knee, yeah. So go. 1, go up. Left foot protect the knee. Next position, yeah, slice down. Don't drop on the right foot. So keep the power in the legs. Keep the power in the legs when you go down now. Don't drop down to the floor. And go. Malik, go down more. Now from here, yeah. First, it's the Mabu. Then you protect with the left palm. Grab, and when you pull, then the right fist come to the front. So Mabu, grab. So now pull back and Gongbu. So from here, before you lift up the right knee, the left foot, turn it out a little bit. Right hand, grab. So when you pull back, it's the kick and the punch at the same time, and keep the balance. Go. Hold balance. Now the left fist will open to a palm. That will protect the head, pull backwards in front of the head. And with the rotation, the right fist, yeah, thrust to the front and go. Your feet are parallel. Straighten the fingers. Focus to the right. So to close this position now, left leg return to the right one, arms open to the side. Ting. And close. Okay, and one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the elbows. Exhale. And ready in the mind. Three. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ting. Okay, let's repeat together 4 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go together. Just concentrate, focus on yourself. Yeah. Okay. Inhale. Out. In. Out. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale. In. Out. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Out. Lift the elbows. Out. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again. Inhale. Center. Lift the elbows. Drop. Ready in the mind. 1. And up. 2. 3. Grab and kick up. And 4. And Mapu, go. And take. Okay, very good. Breathe a moment. Relax. Yes, so even if it was maybe difficult for some of you to follow, if it's the first time that you make such type of movements, well, that's why maybe it's recorded so you can watch it afterwards. But this is the first sequence right now
of form, which is practicing the stances. Yeah, it's practicing your coordination abilities. At the same time, it's practicing your distribution of power. So sometimes you need to be soft, sometimes you need to be hard, sometimes you need to move, and sometimes you need to be stable. Sometimes you need to inhale, and sometimes you need to exhale. And it starts to become a form. It starts to become an exchange of it starts to become an exchange of different states, because you don't remain in one position only. So it's very simple. Even if you're not a martial artist, you don't need to be a martial artist to practice this form. But it's about learning to use your body properly, and also learning that your body is listening to you, whatever type of command you are giving to him. So this is a so-called form, and in all the martial arts systems, you find plenty of forms. This is the most simplest form ever. Now, maybe there are even more simpler forms, but this is a very much a beginner form. And yes, I would say today, for this training session now, it's fine. And we will meet again in 5 minutes. Yeah, grab yourself a cup of tea or anything like this, and meet you inside the training hall again. So see you in a minute. And yeah, these are the last men standing. Everybody's gone already. This is the final crew, the hardest ones. The ones that even on Christmas, they don't go home. They just stay on the training field and train the whole day long. All right, good. If you want to continue training, I just go outside. Everything has like a practice. Later on, you get next. Everything Okay, so welcome back. Well, many of our disciples have left the monastery already, so this is probably why maybe switching between the videos and making everything visible to you sometimes probably was not perfect today, but we have to live with it. So for right now, just drop maybe some questions that you might have, but please just ask some questions that is interesting, maybe also for all the new ones that maybe also can benefit from the questions that you ask. Just drop them in the chat, and then one of my disciples, he's going to read them out for me. And let's just have a very easy final winter session. Yes. So, Jen, whenever you're ready, you can just, yeah. Ja, mach ruhig an bei dir.
So, George Lopez is asking, how do you prepare before each training session?
Prepare what?
That is not his question.
Okay.
So, I mean, he asked in general, how do you prepare for such a session?
So like I mentioned in some of the videos before already, I think something that is really important is to generally learn. If you are not in the mood to do any type of training, then it's almost to then do the training. So what it means in this case is you need to learn and prepare yourself already mentally to now join or now start any type of training session, no matter what type of training that is. If you're not in the mood to do the training, then do something that you're in the mood to do. Because the simple thing is just like this. If you don't want something really to happen, it's not going to happen. So if you don't really want to develop yourself, don't really want to train yourself to become better in any type of these practices, then better do something that you like to do. So this is one way of what it means to prepare yourself mentally. This is like number one. And number two is, depending on what type of practices you are now doing, it's very important to warm yourself up a little bit. So don't let your body, or don't ask your body to deliver too much performance if your body is not prepared to deliver that performance. Yeah, so therefore warm up yourself first, and then afterwards you can do all the different types of practices. You can just read it.
Okay. Raybert Jonas is asking, can you please say something about the new curriculum for next year, about your plans?
Okay. So to give you a small overview, to also know maybe for yourself, how can you make up your plans? Yeah. So number one is, we are having here a monastery where every year There is the possibility that you participate in different types of programs, which, for example, is a 2-day stay, or sometimes it's a 6-day stay. And in these times, you are just joining the way of life and also the training that the disciples and that me are having here in the monastery. So this is the reason why it's called Monastery on Time. You just join like you would be one of our monastic brothers, one of our monastic sisters, and you just see whatever this way of life gives you. So that means there is the possibility to visit us here in the monastery. But at the same time, I have to say that because of the recent development in regards to the virus and in regards to all the restrictions, it has become quite difficult also here in Germany now to participate in any type of events, because either you must be vaccinated or you must be recovered. This is what the restrictions here and the regulations that's what we need to take into considerations. But this is just for the moment. So that is the one possibility. So to come here to the monastery. The second possibility is what has already been published in the last 3 or 4 years. It is the website, which is shiheng.online, or you can also look up for my name on YouTube. And there you find plenty of different training introductions and different training videos. Most of them are 60 minutes long. Other ones are sometimes 90 minutes long. And it is similar to the way of practice that we just did on the outside, which means you just turn on the screen, just put up the video, and then you just join whatever you see is happening on the screen. And all of these videos, they have always been free. They will always be free. So don't worry about that. This type of training, to just join in, to get an introduction into the different ways of how you can improve your vitality, how you can improve your ability to move, your ability to breathe, all of these things. There is already so much information out there. You don't need to pay anything. It's all for free, and it will stay for free. Everything up there. And exactly. One thing I would really like to mention is the following thing. A few years ago, when we started to publish all the videos, you realize that there was not a lot of advertising inside these videos. But meanwhile, it almost became impossible to even watch any type of training video without any interruption in between. And why are the videos interrupting? Because there is some advertising showing up. So some of you that maybe know, people nowadays, apparently they start to monetize their channel, which is also not a bad thing to do, because a lot of work is going into the filming, into the editing, into the uploading, into making also this content available to many of the people, to many of you. So therefore, I think it's quite a fair thing that if these people invest so much time already in bringing out such content, then it's fine that they also maybe put some advertising in their videos. But now I'm not talking about the videos from other people. I talk about my videos and the ones that we have published. And the thing is, we didn't monetize it. The problem about our videos is that sometimes I was using some very nice songs, some very nice music in the beginning of the clips or at the end of the clips, which sometimes is just 30 seconds long, or maybe it's 1 minute long. And because out of a 60-minute or 90-minute video, just one of these of those 90 minutes is using some music, well, therefore the copyright owners, they started to monetize our videos. So what does it mean? It means the money, it doesn't go to the monastery, it goes to the ones that have the copyright of all of these tracks, even if it's just like 1 minute out of 90 minutes, but this is how it is. So therefore, it's not our fault. It is even not our intention. So it's not because of us that you have all the advertising there. It's because, yeah, we were using some music that we thought was a pleasant way to also contribute to the rest of the work. Because many of the music tracks that I was using there, I really think that these are really great artists and that they have also some special magic about the music that they were creating. So the only possibility would be to remove all the music in the future videos, but we don't know yet. So for the moment, I would say all the videos on YouTube, you just need to live with it, that there always pops up some type of advertising. Or you just decide, I think YouTube also has a possibility to pay a few, I don't know how much it is, a few euros, and then all the advertising will disappear from the videos. So this is now in regards to all the free content which you see on YouTube. At the same time, on my on the website shihengyi.online, there you also find all the videos almost that are also on YouTube. And the good part about that website is that there is no advertising. The only thing that is necessary for you to do is you just need to register with your email address, and then you can access also all of these videos for free. Don't need to pay anything and don't even have advertising. So that is the second possibility, that you can go on with your training. So, and the final announcement or the final project, let's say, is something that we were working on right now for almost 2 years, 3 years. The idea is also older, but hopefully we will be able to start with our new project. Some of you have maybe heard about it already on the official group. One of my former disciples and one of the novices who was living here in the monastery with me for almost 5 years. Meanwhile, he also started to travel the world. He started to learn things that he would really like to do for himself. And that was, for example, to help people to build up online platforms if there is anything to share. So Tan Hui, you know him maybe from the group. He helped me to build up now this new project, which we will start in January 2022. And at the moment, if you are interested to know what this channel is about, you can just go on shaolin.online. Shaolin.online. What is this platform going to be about? Yeah, what is it about? Of course, it is about training again. It is about development again. And it is about having methods that we are using here inside of the monastery, methods that I am sharing with my disciples that live here with me, methods that I learned from masters that I spent time with. And what type of methods are these, or for what are all these methods? These methods are about developing something about you, about your state of being, about your state of the body, about your state of the mind. It is about developing all aspects about you that can be developed and that we from the monastery think it is something very, very useful and precious and valuable to know nowadays, and to be able to access this type of knowledge. Now, one of my masters told me something which is really important also, and I would like to have a short talk with you about this, which is, don't share something if you don't have it. Don't share something if you don't have it. Because the logic behind it is, if I don't have something, then I cannot give it. So in order to share something out, first of all, I must be, or you must be, in the possession of whatever you want to share there. Now, when it comes to this monastery, or when it comes to the masters and the teachers here in the monastery, or all the different types of videos that we are sharing, or these methods. Why are we sharing these things? It's because we have it. It's because people that are living here in the monastery, it's because the people that are sharing these things, they have dedicated a huge amount of time to develop these things, to get to that knowledge, to get to that experience, and ultimately then to be able to make discoveries in especially these type of fields, and afterwards to be able to share them. So in order for me, in order for other masters to share with you very, very precious knowledge, from where do these masters have the knowledge from? They have it from experience. They have it because when other people were spending their time, I don't know, going out and making party and meeting other people and having fun somewhere on the outside, yeah, there were these masters, there were people that then just stayed at home in their room with nothing else around, just them and the training. So while other people had fun and doing all the types of things and traveling around the world and enjoying your lifetime, these masters, these people, well, we enjoyed the loneliness with yourself and the practice. And so, of course, there are some sacrifices that these masters and that these teachers had to bring in order to get to the knowledge. And in all different types of philosophical teachings, and also if you look up right now on the internet, yes, one main role, one main point about all of these teachings, about the way of life, about the challenges that we are facing in this lifetime. What is it all about? Balance. Balance is a key aspect when it comes to living this way of life. It's the balance of, like you just realized on the outside in the training ground, it's the balance of inhalation and exhalation, the balance of being soft and the balance of being hard, the balance of relaxing sometimes and the balance of tensioning up, the balance of sometimes sharing something out and at the same time the balance to retreat and do something for yourself. the balance of giving and the balance of taking. So, and that means now at the same time, that if everything is always spread out, especially this type of methods that I was talking about right now, when people are spending 20 years, 30 years, 40 years in order to get to the experience and really have what they are sharing. I think it is the most normal thing to do, to also ask for something in return. Because balance doesn't mean you give everything out for free. Where is the balancing part about this? At the same time, it's also wrong to give something out, to give something out that has no value, but therefore ask for something in return, which is like probably has a lot of value for other people. This also means it's not balanced. So now, what is this talk? What is all of this about? It is about of trying to build up a life for yourself personally, but also regarding all aspects about your life and also about our life, where everything, every aspect about the way how you live your life is in balance. If you give something that has value to other people, to people around you, it is absolutely 100% okay if you also ask for something in return in order to balance out this energetic exchange. Because if you give something out, but don't get something in return, on the long run, you are going to feel very much depleted. Because the energy that you give out, well, it needs to be recovered, it needs to be regenerated. So if you only give something out, but nothing comes back in return, then you are going to deplete yourself very, very much. At the same time, if you have nothing to give, and you just start to, I don't know, start to give out something, but which ultimately doesn't really have any type of value, but you ask a lot in return. What it also means is that you are getting more than you give, which ultimately can mean that something about you is going to burn out. You're going to overload yourself. Overload yourself also meaning becoming unbalanced. And it's not up to us humans to change something about this balance. It is just about to realize this is the principle of how everything is functioning in a way. The things are already in balance. It's just that very oftentimes through the way of thinking and through the way of behavior of us, things don't seem to be in balance. So therefore, the challenge is create a life which is in balance. If you give out something, you need to get something in return. You don't need to give more than you get, but at the same time, you also don't take more than you give. So, and this is an important point to understand, because nowadays, somewhere the willingness, I think, is, I don't know. Everybody wants things for free. Well, you got things, you got a lot of things for free, and which is not a problem, because all of these things we're giving out, yeah, from our heart. Because already with this type of practice that you find out there right now, even if it's not complete, feel free and just read through the comments, read through everything that you find about our monastery and find about our practices here. And I don't need to talk. I don't need to say if these teachings are valuable or not. You just make your own research, and then you are going to find actually what is it that is out there. There are on the one side a lot of practical videos involving your body to make different movements, to make different, to practice different movements. And on the other side, for example, now very lately, let's call him one friend. It's Jordan Mulligan from the Mulligan Brothers. He just was here a few weeks ago, and we spent some time together, drinking some tea, having some conversation, and at the same time preparing something to be shared with all of you. And step by step, slowly but slowly, all of this content, it's about to be released. But once again, don't be fooled to just sit and listen, because this is easy. It's the easy way to sit and listen. That's why we have the talking, to first of all get the attention, and but after the talking and after the thinking, then must come the practice. And what is it that we would like to promote with the Shaolin Temple Europe, with the Shi Heng online, with the Shaolin online? You need the balance between mental activity and physical activity. And our physical activity here in the monastery is to practice all of these different types of martial practices. You can practice these things with the purpose of then also challenging yourself and then go out and fight against others. This is not something you need to do, but it's something people here must do. But it has always been my emphasis since the founding of this monastery to make this approach, the approach of your body and your mind, body and mind. You need both of them. Only the development of both of them is going to give you a type of development that we consider as being useful and good to have in this lifetime. Because if your immune system is working and is functioning very, very good, you do not need to be afraid of too many different sicknesses that is existing in nowadays world. But if your immune system is very, very weak, then, well, of course, then you have to be careful about a lot of things, because our health and our body, our organs, everything about us is something very, very fragile. It's a very fragile life. The borderline between living right now and not living in the next moment, the funny part is it's even not in our hands. That's why I really think this is the way how you should treat your ability right now, being able even to just be awake right now and participate in what we call this lifetime. Because some people, they would wish to live a life, but they cannot live the life because they have not been born. Any more questions?
Yeah, one from Marcel Sturm. Sturm?
Oh, I know him.
How is the life in Christmas time at the monastery?
So how is Christmas time in the monastery, and are we actually celebrating Christmas even though we are a Buddhist temple? And there I really just like to quote the abbot from our monastery, because he has a very nice explanation. The thing is just like this: even if we are considering ourselves maybe as Buddhists or following Buddhist teachings, but we are taking everything where we have presence. Yes, so that means, of course, even if it doesn't belong to the cultural part of the Chinese history or the Chinese Buddhism, of course, we are also celebrating or participating in having Christmas, in having some nice winter time, being quiet, go into retreat and contemplate about the time to come. It's the time to prepare, because next year it starts again. When the springtime comes, the energy starts to rise, and in the summertime latest, we need to be able to express again. Express the energy, express all the ideas that you have started to develop during this retreat time, during these quiet times where you have just the possibility to spend with yourself and spend with the people that are important to you. Yes, so this is the same how we handle it here in the monastery. Any other questions?
A lot of people ask that they don't know what to do and when to do it and how long to do it. So general confusion.
So here we go again. So what is the problem right now? The problem is that there is so much content freely available, and you have choice. You can choose, first of all, which teacher you would like to follow. Then you can choose from this one teacher which of the 40, 50, 60 videos you're going to watch first. Then even in the video, you have the choice to pause it and to in between just interrupt the training and choose to do something else. So because of all of this freedom of choice, things are not developing in the proper way, because to develop yourself sometimes means to not give yourself a choice, to not choose what you want to do. A lot of things in the training aspect of the Shaolin Temple, a lot of things when it comes to the training, it's not always about what you would like to do. It's not about what you want. It's about what you need. And this is the reason why, for example, we have started now to have a dedicated and structured program and structured schedule that will be coming up on the Shaolin.online. This is the purpose exactly for these people that say, okay, I have joined all the free lessons. I did them all. Yeah, first of all, please do all the free sessions first. You don't need to pay anything. Just try. I think there are more than 20 hours, more than 25 hours of free training material available that you can just turn on the screen and repeat all the movements. If afterwards, no, actually it's not even an if, I am sure that if on a regular basis you have used all these training methods and just copy them and put them into practice, I am 100% sure that you are going to feel the benefit of these practices. And once you have made this experience for yourself, that you say, these practices really have enriched my life, then you can return back and think about if you now want to continue to develop yourself, continue to make a better version, even to even improve more than what has been possible right now. Then you just return back and have a look at the Shaolin.online. Because there we have spent a lot of time thinking about which methods should we share. And for right now, I think we have come up with a quite good idea. And this is the project which is going to come up in the future. Because, like I said, it's getting quite difficult also. It's becoming more difficult to come and visit us here in the monastery because apparently there are quite a lot of restrictions, more and more restrictions. And therefore, you do not need to wait until somehow finally we have the possibility to see each other in person. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to have a structure, to have a program, and to dedicate 1 year of your lifetime and just follow a structured plan. And this is the only thing for the moment that we can still share with you. Everything else that was in our hands, we did already. Now it's enough with the talking, it's enough with the videos and the interviews. Next year, 2022, you need to practice. Practice more. Spend less time on Facebook. Spend less time on YouTube. Get back to life. Get back to the practice. Yes. So maybe we still can have 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. So I'm still going to be here. And just drop your questions if you still have some. Yeah, my disciple, he's laughing. I don't know what type of questions you're putting there, but when he's laughing, it can only mean it's really good questions.
It's a lot of very specific questions.
Okay, all type of specific questions. This is also probably not the place right now in such a big public group to have too much specific questions. Therefore, also, you will have the chance to ask all of these specific questions when the time has come that the answer to your specific questions would bring a benefit after you hear them. And this is going to happen after some time of practice, because the practice is going to answer a lot of questions that even if I would answer them right now to you, it's really pointless. Because understanding with the mind is, or understanding as you heard the things, is still something different than be able to experience it for yourself. And this is what all of this is about. Everything that I talk about in the videos, of course, it sounds good and it sounds nice to hear, but it's not enough, because it shouldn't only sound nice for you to hear. It should feel nice. I don't want only that things sound nice. Your job is to make it feel the way how it felt for me when I do the talking. Then you have it. Don't just listen and understand. Put yourself in my skin. Ask yourself, in what type of state, in what type of mental state am I in order to speak about all these things that you see on the interviews, on the videos? Get to the feeling that made all of these words, the feeling that made all of these movements come out. This is the one you need to pay attention on. This is the one you need to discover. Don't stay on the surface of the words only. Jön, irgendwas noch?
Do you have any tip if they struggle to stay disciplined in their daily life?
So discipline, freedom, structure, restrictions, 4 different words, but it's all the same. In order to properly develop yourself, you need to have structure. So that means if you want to develop yourself, you need to have structure. So it's out of question if that structure is necessary or not. Yes, we need it. Now, the only thing is, are you able by yourself, meaning by your own self-discipline, to give this structure into your life or not? And if you cannot discipline yourself to have a structured life, then you need to outsource this discipline, or in the beginning at least, it means you need to find something, either a person or an organization or a set of rules or something that you take from the external that is going to give you this structure. And yeah, these are the only 2 ways how to make it. So if it's difficult for you to wake up by yourself in the morning, then you need to pay somebody that every morning at 5 o'clock, he always goes in front of the door and rings your bell until you are awake. So that means, yes, you just pay somebody to wake you up. Because after you pay it, and every time it rings, you're going to wake up. This is a type of external structure. If you cannot force yourself to do the own training, to stand all by yourself on the training ground, then you need to pay someone who is going to knock on your door and says, let's go for training. Yes. So either the structure comes from yourself or you hire somebody who is going to give you the structure.
A lot of thanks from a lot of people.
So a lot of thanks from a lot of people. So, okay. Then, yeah, almost 2 hours. Then let me come to the final part of today's meeting. First of all, in the recent years, we have received a lot of emails, but also a lot of real letters from all parts of the world, sometimes also packages from all parts of the world, sometimes with small presents, with tea, with nice words, with flowers, with cookies, with clothes. So a lot of people were sending us a lot of things. And therefore, I would just like to thank you all for this. Yeah. Even if you don't receive a personal message sometimes, it's just because we have too many messages coming in all day. But it doesn't mean that in the moment where we receive all these things, we are not thinking about you. So first of all, thank you all very, very much for contributing and also for supporting all the work that that we are doing. It is helping us a lot. Then at the same time, also thank you very much for your interest, first of all, in the practices and also in this way of what we are sharing. And the best promotion that you can support us with is if you do the practice and you start to feel good. Your mind starts to become healthy. Your body becomes healthy. When your body and your mind becomes healthy, people in your surrounding, they are going to realize the positive impact upon you. And then you can tell them, how did you improve yourself? This is the best way. This is the best promotion that you can do and help us with. You don't need to send us money. You don't need to send us anything. The best thing you can do is to practice. To practice until you have it. When you have it, then you can give it. Yeah, so this was the one thing. And the second part is, 2022 is coming. It's the year of a tiger. So it's not going to be a relaxing year. It's going to be a pretty powerful year. And therefore, use this winter time. Spend it a little bit with yourself. Ask yourself, what do you want from the future? What do you want from yourself? How are you going to use one more year? Because there are not many more years to come. It's one. 1 year passed already. 1 more year is going to come. You do not want to spend this one new year in the same way how you did it in the past. You do not want that. So make up your mind right now in winter time. Think about what is important to you. With which people do you want to surround yourself with? What type of influences do you still want to be dependent on in the next year? Make your decision. Line yourself up. make up the mind, and then choose the right methods. Choose the people that you want to be surrounded with. Develop yourself. And this development oftentimes means it's not about what you want, it's about what you need. Yes. And that means you need to invest sometimes some effort in order to develop. So in that sense, I'm wishing you all your families, all the people that are dear to you, all the beings stay safe, stay healthy, keep a strong spirit. Don't let yourself influence by surroundings. Whatever you think is missing in nowadays world, you are the one which needs to contribute. Contribute and be an example for what you would like to see more in this world. Have a nice Christmas time and see you all in the next year again. Bye-bye.